Hi, ladies. We're gonna wait for a couple of minutes until everyone gets on.
Hello, hello. Do we have them say if they can hear us?
Yes, so can you do a test? She's asking, can you please talk? Talk.
Type.
No, I think she can. Let's see. We are just ladies for you who are there. We're just making sure you can hear us and see us. I'm just running a test. Your volume, she says, is very low, Corinne, so you're gonna have to speak up.
All right. Is that better?
Let's see. Oh, thank you. Oh, no, not what? Yes, no. Someone is typing.
No, it's not better?
Yes, it is better.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good, because it's not getting louder.
Perfect.
No, she's saying
No,
it's
it's
not.
not better. Oh. Okay, Dara, can you hear Corinne at all? Or like she's saying mine is very loud compared to yours. So maybe can you check you think does it have a microphone?
No, this was, you know what it is? Apple, they have that the new plug. So I ended up
Ah,
having
yes.
to use somebody else's headphones, and the only other thing is I could put it on my phone. I could do the webinar on my phone if it's that bad.
No, that's okay. Probably you're just gonna have to speak louder as you speak and then yeah. Just maybe make an intention of.
Speaking very
Yours
loud.
is perfect, but the Karen is very, very low. Oh, so maybe let's do yours without the earphones then. Let's try that. Can you take it off and try again? And can you ladies let
Is
us
that
know if
better?
Karen sounds
Is this better?
the same? Wow.
Can I use my phone
Hmm.
with this?
I think it's better not because as a presenter, I don't want you to get all, just try and get closer to the microphone.
Honestly, it sounds so much worse on the computer. Hello?
Yeah, let's make sure you speak very loud anyway, what you actually do. So let's just get you speaking loud.
Let's pray.
Okay, ladies, we're gonna get started. We are so very much excited to be here with you today in what is going to be a full hour of fun and learnings. So welcome to the Look Too Good to Stay at Home online class. I'm gonna share now the screen, and I'm just gonna probably um, just going to need that someone can tell me they can see the screen as well. Can you see the screen? Good, great. So, so before we begin, I think it would be great if we can introduce ourselves. So Corinne, I'll get you to introduce yourself, and we also gonna check that everyone can at least hear you.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. And if I'm screaming in anyone's ear, I do apologize. My name is Corinne Bersis. For those of you who don't know me, I live in New Jersey, Jersey girl, actually very close to New York City. Fun facts about me. I absolutely love wine. I love wine so much. I love eating out. I'm a huge, huge foodie. I like to dance. I like to travel. I'll pretty much try anything once. The only thing I hate is skydiving. So to give you a little bit of background about me is I started out at the French Culinary Institute when I was a chef. I did back of the house. I was an event planner as well. And during the course, after a few years, I realized that the healthy part of me, I really, really started loving fitness at this point, and I realized I wanted to integrate health and food and all into one. So I ended up going back to school for at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition to learn over 100 dietary theories, as well as I got my personal training certification. And at that point, what I ended up doing was becoming a private chef. So I would go to people's homes and make them customized meals for their whatever their specific goal was. But what I noticed what started happening is that some people catapulted, they would do huge, great things. They would, they were triathletes and they were getting into sports, they would lose weight, whatever. And then there were other people, it wasn't working and they were seeing zero progress. And when I realized what was happening was that your emotions, your thoughts, and all of that is directly related to your level of success. So I ended up going back to school for behavioral repatterning, and it's amazing work, and it's actually what helps my clients like catapult and really, really see results. So that's just a little bit about me. On to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And the reason why I'm not even going into a slideshow is because then I lose everything else. I'm just referred to being able to see what is here. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Alba Gomez. I am from Colombia, hence the very strong accent. I absolutely love dancing. As a good Latin woman, I grew up partying and dancing to Latin music, and it's one of the things that makes me the happiest. I love reading and learning, and traveling is one of my biggest passions, and I have had the fortune of doing most of my traveling in the last 10 years of my life. I'm 40, so I'm very grateful that I made that decision of doing something that I absolutely love. I graduated from university as a production engineer 14 years ago, and oh, wow, 17 years ago, graduated as an engineer. I'm like, I graduated in 2000, and I work in the corporate world for probably the last 20. I mean, since before I graduated, and it was 7 years ago that I found myself not loving what I was doing and decided to set up my business doing one of the things that I have been most passionate about, and that is helping others feel absolutely beautiful and confident. And the reason I love that is because growing up, I was a very, very insecure little girl who learned how to master her external image to fix her inappropriate feelings. But it took me not too long to realize that looking good on the outside wasn't going to fix who I was on the inside. And that's when I started a very big journey of self-development and really getting to know me and love me for who I was with all my flaws and not so great bits and everything in between. So I started developing my passion for image since I was a very little girl. Then I extended my studies to first impressions. I also then realized that I needed to learn how to coach my clients because we are dealing with a lot of issues that come up from our childhood of fear of visibility and all the blogs on into why don't we stand with confidence and why aren't we projecting the amazing woman we're on the outside. And obviously I'm also a professional image consultant, so that is something that I actually can tell you I started studying since I was like 7 years old. That's been like what my biggest passion. And today I run my business in a very holistic way. I just work with women, and I take you in a journey that I call from the inside out, where you learn to see yourself and appreciate who you are today and how you look. And from that place, we create the most amazing version and improved version of you. So before we get started, I would love you all to please close everything else that you have open. I want you to be able to give to yourself this hour just for you. We're going to be touching on such important topics, and I want you to have pen and paper, please, ready, because we're going to be sharing very, very juicy content. And at the end of the presentation, we're going to be sharing something super excited that we have just created for you. So we are so excited to be sharing that with you at the end of today. And with that, I leave you with Corinne so she can begin today's super exciting online class.
Okay, so if you've been following me for a while, you've heard me talk about these terms that I teach my clients, and I myself use two ways to lose and or maintain weight depending on what my specific goal is at the moment. The first way is either through macro counting, or if you have heard of calorie counting, it's somewhat similar. It's just a count of nutrients, which is protein, carbs, and fats. Or my really favorite way to lose and maintain weight is actually through intuitive eating. Um, Here's what's great about intuitive eating. When you are totally in alignment with your body, it is completely maintainable. It's fun. You don't feel deprived. Like you don't need to pull out a food scale all the time. Like you can just intuitively check in with what it is that your body is needing in that moment. But the problem is that in order for, it's not a problem, but one of the things is why so many people have a difficult time with this is because they're not in alignment with their body. So what does being in alignment with your body means? What it means is that you're so in touch and you're so connected to what it is that you need in the moment that you need it, that you're not looking for excessive amounts of sugar or cakes or food in general to fill this void. When you're very in alignment with your body and you're actually in your body, you get full very quickly. Portion sizes are usually very small. And I think what a lot of people mistake is that if they're not, that when they're in alignment with their body, they're never going to want a slice of pizza or they're never going to want a glass of wine. And like, that's just not the case. Like, I love a glass of wine. I love pasta. I love chocolate. And when I have these things and I enjoy these things, I can only take small doses of them because they're so luxurious and they're so decadent to me that I can't sit there and eat an entire box. And I used to be able to do that. So if you're like, oh my God, trust me, I used to be able to do that. I could just eat and eat and eat because I never felt full. So getting back in alignment with yourself and your intuition, it nips that right in the bud where you're not sitting there saying, oh my God, I'm so fat. I don't know if I should eat it or if I shouldn't eat it or it's going to make me fat. You're not second guessing yourself. It's just, you know what you need to eat. You know exactly how much you need to eat, and that's it. So Alba, if you could change the next slide, please.
Yes, sure.
Thank you, darling. Okay, so there's so many myths I hear like all the time, but one of my favorite myths that I hear all the time is that it's so difficult to lose weight as you get older. I can't even tell you how many of my clients have come to me perimenopausal and menopausal looking at me from across the room. And if my old client Chris is on the line right now and watching this, every time I say this story, I have her mind in my face, in my have her face in my mind, because I remember this. I remember she was like, "I'm menopausal. I can't lose weight," but she gave it a shot because she's like, I'm going to give this a shot. And when we worked together, she was able to drop 58 pounds, and it was just through real food. It was just through fitness. And I want to explain why I believe the people that I work with, and why I believe that this myth that as you get older, it's harder to put on weight is a myth, is because there's so many unaccounted factors: stress, work stress, relationship stress. You don't have this kind of stress when you're 19 years old. You just don't. No one's worrying about a mortgage bill. Desk jobs, lack of sleep, not taking care of your health, your physical health, your emotional health, and your well-being. All of this stuff really starts going unaccounted for, and I truly believe that this is the reason why, as we get older, so many people find it very difficult to lose weight. It's not that it's actually more difficult, it's just that our lifestyles are totally different. And Alba, if you can change the slide, I wanted to uh, talk about something really quick. As I'm mentioning this, did any of those things in particular like pop up in your mind where you're like, oh my God, yes, I'm getting 3 hours of sleep every single night. That's my thing. Or you know what? I know that I keep going home at night and ordering takeout and it's fried food and it's mozzarella sticks and a bottle of wine, but I keep doing it anyway. And it's because I'm really stressed out. My husband's driving me insane, or my boss is a complete pain in the ass, or whatever. Like, if if any of those things are popping out in your mind, I guarantee that's probably your number one culprit. I guarantee it. But here's the thing, maybe something in particular didn't pop out in your mind. Maybe you're just trying to drop 5 or 10 pounds, or maybe you're just trying to really increase your energy, and none of those things are really coming to mind because you take really good care of yourself already. What I want you to do is take out a journal and take out a pen and do this for about 3 days. The paper never lies. If you are actually being really, really honest with yourself and writing down everything that you are doing, from the amount of sleep that you're getting, the amount of exercise you're actually doing. And by the way, were you at the gym on your phone the whole time, or were you actually like working and getting up a sweat, getting out of sweat? Um, and how much did you really eat? Like, how many times did you run back and get a little bit more chocolate? How many times did you nibble on, your kids' leftovers or your husband's pizza crust or whatever the heck, like how many times did you go back and go back and go back and go back? Like, nibbling is still calories. So if you're really at a loss, track for a couple of days. If you want to, like, go crazy, do it for an entire week. I promise you, you will find what it is from that in itself. Um, okay, so unless you have an actual health issue, I'm assuming anyone who's on this call is a very healthy person. These are the top three reasons that I find that women do not lose weight or find it extremely difficult to lose weight, even if you're perimenopausal or menopausal. So just hear me out on this one. Number one is lack of muscle tone. Okay, I hear this all the time, or actually, everyone hears this, right? That we need to build our muscle in the gym. But I used to actually personal train people in facilities, and I would see woman after woman after woman that I trained barely wanting to lift a 5 pound weight. And her thing would be, I either can't handle it, or I don't want to get bulky. And 9 times out of 10, what it normally was is that I'm going to get big and bulky. Okay, ladies, I'm going to stop it right there. It is physically impossible for you to get big and bulky. When you start lifting weights, and this is because of hormone levels, when you start lifting weights and you're getting that big and bulky look, it's because you're not properly dieting, and your fat is not decreasing. So what's actually happening is that you're building muscle and it's pushing out your fat, and it's actually giving you the illusion of being big and bulky. You're not actually big and bulky. So it's because you're not properly dieting. Why is building muscle so important, especially as you age? Because the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolic rate is raised, and you want everything working in your favor. So this kind of leads into point number two. Most people end up eating grossly over their metabolic range. So we are all naturally born with a specific metabolic range. And I'm going to kind of, I want to cut this down to make it super simple and digestible. But basically what you need to take from this is that most people are eating over their caloric range. And what I found extremely interesting after working with many, many women, the problem is actually not carbs. 9 times out of 10, the problem is eating, way overeating fat. Most of my women that I've worked with and spoken to, they're eating way too much fat, and that's the reason why they can't lose weight. And the third one is inconsistent eating patterns. So again, this goes back to your metabolism. When we starve ourselves all week long, whether it's intentional or because of a lot of excess stress, your metabolism actually slows down in order to conserve and save yourself, because your body's worried that you're going to starve to death. But what happens then is, come Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, when you're eating triple the amount, your metabolism cannot speed back up fast enough in order to burn out all those excess calories. So what happens is you end up storing the fat onto your body. Go into next week, now you have all this excess fat that you don't want, that's even harder to lose, because now your metabolism has slowed way back down again, and your body is trying to conserve energy, conserve your fat. It's trying to save you, as it turns out. um, but yeah, so that's all that great stuff. And if you, that's pretty much it. I know there was a lot to take, to give all of you ladies, but definitely those three things, if you take away from that, should help on your weight loss journey. All yours, Alba.
Next one is yours too.
Oh, it is? Oh, my bad. Okay.
Can you see the screen?
I can. My bad. Okay, so, what does this have? So how do you balance being a woman with a millionaire mindset? My two favorite things. I've been giving the first one to all of my private clients recently. It's mandatory. They must give to themselves first thing in the morning. Absolutely. Nobody else for them. I don't care if it's clients, dogs, husbands, children. And if it means you need to wake up a little bit earlier, I understand if you have young ones, this could be a little bit more difficult. But even if it's just 5 minutes before, when you wake up in the morning and you have and you're waking up and you're just go 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 go, and you're automatically setting the stage for your day that you never have enough time. There's no time for you. You're exhausted from the second you open your eyes because you're thinking of this laundry list of things you need to do, and you already feel so behind in what you need to do. So there's never any catching up. That is a horrible way to live. And by the way, that's just causing you excess stress, which is causing you excess cortisol, aka more fat on your body. So what I want you to do is, before you answer or talk to anyone, I want you to, before you can open your eyes, give gratitude. Slow down and give gratitude to your life, to your day, even if it's nothing. Now, if you are super limited in time in the morning, if you're barely getting enough sleep, do not set your alarm for 2 hours in advance. Don't do that. Compartmentalize. Maybe exercise for just 15 or 20 minutes. Meditate for 5 minutes. This does not need to take hours on end. But the point is to set the stage that there is enough time. You can get it all done. With ease and grace and with breathing. So that's number one. The second part, to help with that first part in happening, stop doing so much stuff. I think our generation, for those of us who are in like 30s, 40s, 50s, we were raised with mothers who were staying at home moms. A lot of us were anyway. My mom was. And we were raised with a woman who was doing everything in the home. That is a full-time job. But then we come into the workforce and we're doing an entire workforce, which is another full-time job. Delegate, learn to delegate, hire a cleaner, get some extra support and nanny. Ask your husband to make dinner. Like, it's okay. Get the support so that you're happy and you're staying high vibe and you're really, really enjoying your life, and you're able to balance all of it. So
Great.
on to you.
Everyone is saying that you need to speak louder, so probably next time.
I'm like screaming.
Yes, you need to scream more. Okay. So from my side, and how we need to balance with this woman with the $1,000,000 mindset that doesn't have to do it all. And I totally agree with what Corinne was saying. It's also about understanding that whatever you do in the first hour after we wake up will set the tone for the day. So picking up your outfits actually falls into those first hours of the day. And unfortunately, most of the time we go into our wardrobe really feeling like I am there in the photo, frustrated. We waste so much time. You try on so many outfits and nothing works. You just look through your clothes and within 5 minutes you feel fat because there's clothes there that don't fit you today. So I want you to understand that what you wear is so much more important than you are probably thinking. I want you to understand that the clothes you wear have an energy. And when you put them on, you take on that energy. So if you pick something that makes you feel blah, you are actually putting on blah energy. So it is important that you pick your outfits with intention. I want you to make sure you sort your wardrobe and you make sure that whatever you have there is making you feel fantastic. And also coming from the time perspective, no one has 2 hours to waste in the morning to actually really just look through clothes and waste time, and at the end feeling really, really average. So it is important that we start our days with ease and with joy, and we connect to our feminine energy. And instead of just doing everything else, but taking care of us, as Corinne said, you need to give to yourself. What are things you can do in the morning that say you for success that day, that have you feeling fantastic? And one of those, as I said, is making a decision that picking your outfits is going to be a fun experience. And what are all the things that need to happen before that? But it all starts with the decision that is going to be a fun experience. Because yes, you can be stylish and confident no matter your weight, no matter your size, no matter where you are in life with your success and your or not successes where you wanted to be first. I want you to think for a second, how much of your wardrobe are you currently using? And I want you to write it down. Are you using 20%, 30%, 50%, all of it? And I want you to, for a second as well, right, how many times a week are you starting your day of feeling of your house feeling on top of the world, feeling like you can go and take in the world and have an amazing day? So is it 1 day out of the week, 5 days out of the week? How many days out of the week? And with this question, my intention is to show you that sometimes we start our days and we are already defeated. We feel bigger than we want to be. We are putting on clothes that don't represent us. We are sad, we are upset, we are rushing through the motions, we are just in autopilot. And if you start every single day of your life that way, that's how your days end up developing, and that's how your life end up feeling. So I want you to understand that the ways we start our day is going to have such a massive impact on the success we have in life. And giving to yourself, setting up your routine for your food, for your exercise, for what you wear, your meditation, all those rituals are so much more important than you thinking you don't have time for them. There is no such thing as I don't have time. You create actually time and you make it a priority. So sometimes picking up your outfits on the weekends can help, making sure that you have prepared foods as well. You can prepare in advance, and that is what is going to be the difference between rushing to the door feeling average or you leaving the house feeling really empowered. So when it comes to your style and how we convey the powerful, amazing woman we are, it's really important to understand that our clothes speak for us. And not just because they send a message to people, but it's because when we look in the mirror, we're going to change completely how we are feeling when we project an energy when we enter a room. So the first thing I want to ask you, and I want you to think about, is your personality being expressed through your style? Or are you actually stuck into dressing for someone else? So are you picking up suits because you think that's what the corporate world is expecting out of you? And the reason I'm saying this is because I hear it all the time with my clients. And what I want you also to understand is you can look very professional, incredible, and capable without having to be stuck in a black suit and a white shirt. So your style personality is you telling a story of who you are through your clothes. So in my case, I am a dramatic dresser. So that's what I like: bold colors, makeup, big accessories. You know, I feel my earrings are very small today, but it's kind of like I'm really telling you a story about who I am through my clothes and my makeup. And I invite you to do that because your style is there for you to tell a story through the world. Your style is there for you to have fun. We spend as women a year of our lifetime putting on clothes. We might as well do it in a way that have us feeling fantastic, and that is telling a story of who you are. It doesn't really matter. I am a dramatic dresser, so imagine it's more like the photo on the right-hand side. You have more natural dressers, more elegant, more creative. Everyone has their own style. I am not saying you have to dress like me or wear as much makeup as me or big accessories like I do. What I'm saying is spend some time developing and understanding what your star personality is and making sure that your clothes tell a story about who you are. And very close to that is your colors. Color is such a fantastic and powerful way for you to look amazing. And I don't know how much you know about colors or not, but the colors we wear close to our face can create a really big impact into the light or shade that they send into our face. So colors that work with our natural complexion can make us look vibrant, happy, younger. And colors that clash with our complexion send a shade. And those are the colors that make you look washed out, or the colors that you might be wearing when people ask you if you are okay, and you are, but maybe the color is stealing the life out of your face. And also colors have a powerful, powerful impact into impression management. So when it comes to you being able to connect with people, the colors you wear will have a completely different impact on people. So with that, I want to share a couple of colors that will work fantastic based on your eye color. These colors are to be worn on makeup, as the example that I'm using here today, or in anything that is around your face. So the color of your earrings, scarves, necklaces, tops, and jackets. So anything that is probably from the chest up. And these colors is independent if you have a cool or warm complexion, but when you use these colors, they enhance or intensify the colors of your eyes, which is one of the easiest ways for you to create a look that have you looking very, very, very beautiful and enhancing the natural color of your eyes. So if you have blue eyes, a color that is the same as, oh, sorry, green eyes, sorry, is the first one. If you have green eyes, I made a mistake in my slide. Sorry, hang on a second. This is blue eyes and this is green eyes. Sorry. So the first one is green and purple violets. If your eyes are green, when you wear green colors similar to the green of your eyes will be enhanced. And when we wear a color that is opposite on the color wheel, like purple and violets, the eye of your colors get really enhanced. So as I said, I'm not saying you have to wear any makeup, but I'm giving you an example here so you can see it. This applies to accessories, top, jackets, necklaces, anything around your face and accessories. If you have brown, wearing brown colors will enhance your eyes, and wearing blue and blue greens will intensify them. As you can see probably from my eyeliner, I have blue-green eyeliner, and that is an easy way to intensify the brown of my eyes. And when you have blue eyes, wearing blue colors will enhance your eyes, and wearing red and oranges. So this can be lipstick, accessories, and as you can see in the example we have here, this is kind of like a brick color eyeshadow that is kind of like an orangey one. That is a beautiful color to wear with blue eyes to enhance them, even an eyeliner. So as I said, these are very, very simple tips, very, very powerful. Like try these colors. If you've never wore any of these colors, if you feel overwhelmed by makeup, start doing it as a color in a pattern on a scarf or a jacket or a pair of earrings that have a little of that color, and start playing with that and really notice. I say this all the time, and my clients get blown away when they really see the difference it makes to their eyes. So start playing with that, because if you're a black lover, I am happy for you to be a black lover, but I want you to understand is the possibilities of you feeling different and enhancing your natural features. We want to look beautiful. So why not try colors, and you will be surprised. And as I said, I see this all the time with my clients who are black lovers. They just become colors lovers when they actually understand which colors work for them. And Corinne laughs because she knows she's there.
I'm the black lover.
Yes, so no, so I'm gonna transform you into something else. So another really important tip for you to understand and make your life easy is that your lifestyle needs to match your wardrobe. So this is an example to say something. Most of my time I spend with clients. I spend quite a bit of time clothes for the weekends. My gym wear is minimum because I don't do my exercise. And let's say evening gowns for special events is minimum. My wardrobe should reflect exactly the same percentage. There's this percentage of lifestyle. What I see most of the time with my clients is they have a corporate life, to say something, or with clients during the week, and they want to have more casual stuff. And when we look into the wardrobes, the casual life is 25% of the time, or 30. The wardrobe is 5%. So I want you to make sure and make this little drawing, and after you will have time to get back to this, and you guys will have the replay as well. Make sure your lifestyle today, in the percentages you're spending time doing activities, is reflected very similarly in your wardrobe. Because otherwise, this is when the frustration comes from, like, I don't have anything to wear on the weekends. Well, we need to start creating a wardrobe for the weekends. And
My house.
yes, yeah, it is so easy. It is so easy to create. It's just sometimes we don't realize that there's so much planning we need to do, and we need to start doing planning today. So that is your homework for now. Make sure your wardrobe reflects your lifestyle. Over to
I
you.
love planning. All right, I'm officially screaming in my living room. Can everyone hear me better?
Scream.
So this is my absolute favorite topic is self-worth and confidence. And what does this have to do with weight loss in your body? Okay, because what did I write down? It was actually very good. Okay. If you feel, so one of the things I always hear whenever I talk to a potential client, or when I'm first beginning with a client, or just women in general, is every woman is like, I respect myself. I've got confidence. Have self-esteem. I have self-worth. I have all this stuff. And yet when I start digging with them, it like comes out that they basically don't feel like they deserve to have a really great body and lots of money, or a really great body and this amazing man that just adores and cherishes them. So the reality is that's not real self-worth. It's putting self-worth and confidence, and it's putting barriers around it and saying it, well, I can have that one thing, but I can't have these other things. or to have it all is for that other woman. It's not for me. And so one of the things is people and situations are a mirror of your internal beliefs and your internal story of what's happening inside of you. An example of this is if you're constantly finding yourself attracting men that will not commit to you, there's something going on with you that's saying that you either don't deserve that level of commitment or you don't want a commitment. There's a internal story and dialogue that's happening within yourself. And this is the exact same thing when it comes to making money. If you have a lot of issues having boundary leaks with either clients, family members, friends, if you always feel like you're being used, if you have a difficult time selling, or maybe you're not getting paid your worth, whether it's in a corporate career or in your business. So really take a look at that and get honest with yourself about the constant stories that are happening and what's happening negatively that you don't like in your life. And the second part about that is your mantra. What is the mantra you're telling yourself every single day? And I'm not talking about the fun, nice mantra where you're like, yeah, I say I'm super successful. I'm talking about the mantra that's playing on in the background of when you're waking up and you're getting changed, you're getting out of the shower. Is it, I'm so fat, I don't have the time, I don't have time to go to the gym, I can't invest in my health, I can't invest in my style, I can't invest in this. No man's gonna like me, no man's gonna love me. They don't commit. All men are bad. All men are disloyal and dishonest. All men cheat on their wives. I'm never going to make that much money. It's so difficult to make money. Like, what are you saying to yourself constantly? Because what you're saying to yourself constantly is a direct correlation to what you are worth, what you think you can actually have, and it is playing out in your life. So that's what I want to say about that part. And this is a fundamental key piece to raise your worthiness of what you believe you are actually available to have. Because when you tap into that, all of a sudden you show up for your health and you show up for everything else with no problem.
I couldn't agree more, and I actually don't have much to add to that because we are fully aligned in understanding that our style, our image, and our body weight, and the results we get in business, in life, are so related to our self-worth. So what I want to add to that is that if you're looking in the mirror all day and feeling average and knowing that what you're saying, questioning, second guessing what you're communicating, thinking that people are judging you at all times, feeling insecure with your image, with what you're showing out with the world, or even worse, staying invisible, you are not giving the universe life to give you the opportunities you are meant for. And I want you to know that you are worth it. You are worth to look amazing, to feel amazing, and to be the most confident version of yourself today. Know when you lose the weight, know when you make the money, know when. Because as women, I very well know how we operate, as thinking that when things change, then I'm gonna feel better. You need to love and appreciate yourself today, and it's from that place that you're gonna start creating the life of your dreams. And I can tell you that because I am the queen of, I used to be the queen of zero self-worth. I was disgusted at the person I was since I was a little girl, and it was all like, seriously, it was, I sometimes remember how I felt about me, and it makes me feel so sad. But it is possible to change it. You just need to dedicate the time and the effort and make a commitment to understand that your self-worth is your biggest asset, and it will affect absolutely every single area of your life. So analyze where you are at today with your self-worth and make a commitment and a decision to do whatever it takes to start taking that to the next level. Corinne, over to you.
Um, Wait a minute. It's on here. How am I missing slides? Okay, so on that note, I was actually saying in my head, I'm like, stop giving a fuck what everyone else is thinking.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so I hadn't meant to talk about this, but if anyone follows Gabrielle Bernstein, her new book called Judgment Detox, I can't wait to read it. But
Me too, I pre-order it.
oh my God, me too. I was watching her live stream, but
Me too.
I know. We're so alike.
Yes,
So
we do the same.
this is total alignment with that. Stop giving a fuck what people are saying or thinking or anything. Because guaranteed, if you were in a room full of other women, I promise you, they are not looking at you and going, oh my God, I can't believe that. They are not doing that. And if they are doing that, I can tell you right now, the amount of judgment they have for you is not for you, it's for them.
Absolutely. Amen.
So stop giving a fuck. Nobody's looking at you on the beach or on the stage or in the group of other women or wherever, or while you're out to eating. This is in your head. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I
Stop
love it. I'm laughing here.
it. You have the power to decide how you want to feel. Every day, you have that power. Choose to have a different relationship with your body. Choose to show up differently. Choose to say that I'm the shit and I'm freaking awesome and I deserve everything that this life has to give and I'm not holding back and I'm not doing second rate. I'm just not doing it. Choose.
Love it. We are so passionate about that bit that we just both will be screaming.
My
And
neighbors
and
next door can hear me.
well, and it's truly what Corinne is saying is absolutely it. The way you carry yourself with confidence from the beach to the bedroom to the bathroom to the ballroom, sorry, is you making a decision that you are perfect the way you are and with who you are today. And that leads me to my question. If you don't have clarity and acceptance about who you are, you're going to be disowning the parts of you that you don't like. So I want you to make a time after this recording for after this class for answering this question: who are you when I take all your labels? And I want you to make a list of all the things that make you you without the sister, the mom, the employee, the business owner. No roles. What is left? What makes you you? And then I also want you to make a list of the parts of you that you don't like as much. And then I want you to look at the list and I want you to make a decision to honor every bit of you. And I was reading the other day in this awesome book that I'm reading that talks about the shadow self. And it's like one day we were a beautiful castle with so many rooms. And then as we start growing up, people start criticizing rooms, which is kind of part of ourselves. Until we get to a point in our adulthood that we have closed so many rooms of our beautiful, amazing, huge castle that we end up living in like two small bedroom apartment. And I was thinking, what a great analogy to show how we start shutting down parts of ourselves just because a friend, a nasty kid at school make a comment. Mom one day was angry and said something, and we start dishonoring parts of that makes us us. And I can tell you that I dislike to death my insecure bit, my insecure parts of myself, how negative and fearful I was. Today I am the woman I am, and today I have grown to the spectrums I have, and I have been able to create a life that is more fulfilling than I ever thought possible, just because I had those shadows, and just because I was able to look at them in the eye and say, I own you, and what is the gift in this? So own every bit of you, and then on a more practical level, this is more like an emotional understanding and embracing of who you are. On a more practical level, I want you to understand that your body language has a massive impact on how you feel and how you portray your presence to others. So I want you to teach you a power pose that is just like that little beautiful girl, any position in which you are standing like Wonder Woman, or you're holding your arms up in the air. So you can dance it, or you can just hold the hands up stationary, or you can just hold your arms on your hips and open feet and hold that position for 2 minutes, or walk around it feeling as if you were confident, and you will be amazingly surprised at how that changes how you feel. There is so much study that I'm not going to go over now, but your body language has the ability to impact how you see yourself, much more than you can impact how others see you. Practice a power pose, hopefully in the morning, or even before you have a meeting, even before you're seeing a client, and you will be just so excited and surprised to see how you can change the balance of hormones in your brain. And with that, as we said at the beginning, we are so excited to be sharing with you today a program that we have created. And do not leave us, because most of the juicy content is yet to come. I'm just going to ask you to give me a couple of minutes to tell you about our program. And right after that, Corinne is going to be sharing her top tips to losing weight during the holiday season, and I'm gonna be sharing with you my easy outfit formula. So putting outfits together in the morning becomes a breeze and fun. So we have created an amazing program called Rich Style and Body of a Bombshell. The look that will have you stand out with confidence, giving you the courage to create what you desire. And the reason we created this program is because we both are so aligned and we work in such complementary areas of our business. And we started talking and talking. We realized that we had so much more than just this webinar to give you. There's so many things we want to share with you. And we created this awesome program. So we're going to give you a very brief explanation of what this 8-week program is all about.
Okay, so I'm really excited because when me and her were talking, I told Alba that after the new year, I'm sure all of you are really going to want to tighten it up and get your bodies back in shape and do this, most importantly, in a completely new way, not just jump on another fad diet that you're not going to be able to keep up, but actually do something and formulate something and customize something just for you. So I told her we absolutely had to have 2 sessions. The first one is called the Busy Babes Nutrition, and it is exactly what I give my private clients. I'm going to be teaching you step by step how to either customize a macronutrient and caloric intake for you, or how you would start the steps that you need to take to start becoming intuitively back in touch with your body so you can lose weight in that natural aligned way. And if you actually want to mix the two together, I can show you how to do that too. That's personally what I do, and I love it because if you're like a science person, you're gonna love that. You want your calories, you want your macros. If you're more about intuition and really getting back in touch with your body, you're gonna want to kind of go with the ease and flow. The second week, I'm going to show you how to customize a workout plan just for you. Both of these sessions, I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Like I'm literally taking you step by step again, so that the purpose of this is that this is your foundation. This is what you're going to be doing moving forward. This is not, you'll be able to keep this up forever. That's the
I can't wait. I'm excited to learn from you.
yeah. I'm really, really excited. I want it to be maintainable and permanent, and I want you to see the results from it. So it's the best of everything that I've ever done.
And that's why we decided to do those sessions at the beginning. So during the 8 weeks we're going to be together, you can start implementing and learning from Corinne everything you can. Ask all your questions. And if that is what you want, become more healthy or start losing weight. And then we move into the core areas with 6 awesome modules. And the first week is all about the confident woman's mindset. So we are both, and we have met because we've been studying together and doing this coaching training program together for the last couple of years, and we have learned from the best in the industry, and we are so excited to bring you access to our best secrets, what we have taken from others and how we have perfected how to master our mind, whatever it is that you want to do: more money, demand, more happiness, more success, losing the weight. Because if you don't know this, flash news is 80% of everything we accomplish in life is your mindset. So we're going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about making your mindset work for you. Then we're going to move into the second week into how to communicate as a leader. And as I said before, I want you to understand that your body language makes over 90% of the communication without you even opening your mouth. And this is something I share with my one-on-one and VIP clients only, is how to actually use your body language to be taken seriously, to be listened to be respected, how to run a meeting or talk to a client in a way that you engage them. You need to align your words with your body language. Otherwise, your message is going to get lost. So this will apply to be more persuasive with your kids at home, with your husband, and how to persuade people in business as well. And persuading is not manipulating. This is only about you making sure that you communicate in an authentic and powerful way so you are listened to. And this module is gold. As I said, this is only we share with our private clients.
Okay, so when we put this together, I sure we needed to have a section on all about loving yourself and how it's directly correlated to being loved by a man. Because just an I'll be totally transparent. Relationships were not my strong suit because I was constantly finding myself not having a difficult time getting a date, but then I kept finding myself in relationship after relationship with men that didn't want to commit, men that weren't loyal, men that weren't honest. And I was like, what's going on here? So when I changed that in myself, all of a sudden I had men falling from the rooftops wanting to like commit to me, be honest with me, treat me like a queen. And it was because
Absolutely.
all of a sudden I was standing up in my integrity, saying exactly what I needed. And they, in a loving way, and being able to open and receive it. And so I wanted to touch on a couple points here. Number one, if you are in a relationship, there are so many women that I speak to that are having either no sex at all, or they're having sex where they're kind of either thinking that there's somebody else while they're doing it because they're so uncomfortable in their bodies. Life is way too short to be having crappy sex, no sex, or feeling like you're somebody else when you're doing it. Okay? Like, way too short. You should feel so like a goddess every freaking day that you feel like, yeah, you know what, my man, like, of course he wants this. That's
Yes.
how you need to feel. So if you're, and especially if you're in a relationship, more so than ever, to feel,
Yeah,
to bring that sexiness back. But if you're single, it's mandatory to have that, because when you are confident in yourself, you are a magnet for high quality men, and only that.
absolutely.
And the man isn't the one who gives you the high quality. It's the other way around.
Absolutely. I can say I can vouch for that because the difference between my divorced husband and my new one was me. I changed how I saw myself, so I attracted the right man. So I can't wait to listen. And there's a lot of both of us will bring into that section. And then we will move into a very fun part. How can you style your amazing body? By this point, you will be feeling comfortable in your own skin, more loving than ever before. So I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know to make the most out of your fantastic, beautiful body, your complexion, makeup, style, colors, and how to make your mornings a very fun experience and walking out of the house feeling fantastic.
Awesome. And then week 5 is all about show me the money. So I work specifically on this. This is actually one of the hot topics of my friends is money. I've helped a whole bunch of my clients raise their rates and really have the confidence to go and get more clients, but a lot with raising their rates, with feeling like they're worthy of making more money than asking for a certain amount. Your worthiness, again, is directly correlated with what you think you're worth bringing in your life. So I am really excited to show all of you how to make more money, raise your rates, and command those rates, and not start shaking in your boots or feel like you need to give more in order to raise your rates. This has a lot to do with your own business, but I'm sure, Alba, you can say for your corporate women.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Same with the corporate women. They all the time getting increased salaries and promotions. So that's how it goes when we teach you all we know about carrying yourself with confidence and loving yourself more.
mhm. Cool. And then the last one, the final week, we are wrapping it all up and putting it in a little bow. We'll be just showing, well, just basically putting it all together so you know how to use this every day for the rest of your life. So you're walking into 2018 as a completely different woman. And you're super clear and you're able to implement everything day to day, and you're just out of the overwhelm, out of not feeling great in your body, out of like the sexy, like you're stepping into sexiness and confidence and all that great stuff. And on this final call, we'll also be answering any last questions you may have. So you really walk away complete and like a whole new you.
Yes, and then obviously, as you can see, there's 2 introductory calls and 6 modules. So we have a total of 8 weekly calls that we will be doing in Zoom. So you can join us wherever you are in the world. And the most fun part of this is the Facebook group. You're gonna have us and the other women going through this same process, ask you questions. You will be able to ask all your questions for us. You will be getting all the support, and you will be learning so much for the other women who are going through the same journey. So we have set an amazing, unique, never ever seen before access to this program. We're usually going to be selling this program for $9.97, which you already think is going to be a fantastic offer. But today, we want to share an amazing discount of 50%. So you're going to be able to have access to this unique, special, exclusive, and life transformative program for just $4.97. And because you know it's Christmas and it's that time of the year where we have so many expenses, we really wanted to make it easy for you, and we have set a very simple payment plan of 3 payments on 197. So it doesn't get more accessible than that to you, because we don't want you to miss out on this because of the investment. We want to make sure you join us in January to kick off 2018 feeling amazing and ready to have a rich body and making a decision to put yourself first on your priority list. So we're going to share the link in a second, but so you know, if you pay in full, you get a couple of bonuses. You get a 30-minute private intensive with Corinne, so she can give you all the guidelines. You got personalized for your health, wealth, and fitness, and you will get my 21-day style transformation program. If you pay in the payment plan, you don't get the bonus, but then you get the easiness of paying in the comfortable payment plan. And this is the link, which I actually have here in the chat that I'm gonna now send to all of you. Can check it out. So it's in your chat, and we're now gonna continue. And okay, so you know, so quickly, so you know, if you decide to join us, when you go into payment plan or full payment, these are the screen you're gonna get on the internet. And it takes you to a PayPal account, but understand you can pay with card. Look at the bottom. With both of us, you can pay with card, or you can decide to do it with PayPal. And then, as we promised, we're going to share now with you our outfit formula and how to lose weight during the holiday season. Over to you, Corinne.
Cool. All right, cool. So here comes the juicy stuff. I'm going to give you 3 very logistical pieces and then one more mindset thing. How to lose weight during the holiday season, because I have actually the majority of my clients, when they sign on with me, is usually this time of the year. And this is the number one question I get all the time is, won't I, like, isn't this a bad time to lose weight? No, not at all. This is the perfect time to lose weight and to get on a plan. And the reason why is because this is life. You have parties and there's cocktails and there's great food and this is how it is. So learn how to deal with it so that you're not in this constant roller coaster of this up and down. So here are my favorite tips that I always give them, and it works like a charm. Number 1, I want you to stick to your routine, okay? Now, if what this means is that if you're right now currently working out 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever, there is 0 reason why you should be missing any of those workouts. No reason whatsoever. The reason why certain people end up putting on weight is because they get lax, they start having a lot of cocktails, and they are hungover the next day, and then they're not showing up for their health and for them. That's why they're putting on weight, not because they went to a party. So stick to your routine. If Monday through Friday you're having a very specific health routine and you're doing your exercise, whatever, guess what? 1 to 3 parties for 2 or 3 weeks is not going to derail you or make you put on 55 pounds or anything like that. Stick to your routine. Number 2, the party is not the problem. The party is not the issue. It's hanging around the hors d'oeuvre table. It's hanging around the dessert table. It's going back for 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's getting, having a lot of cocktails and then maybe getting a little sloppy and then overeating, okay? The other problem is going to these parties starving. Make sure you're nourishing yourself the right way so you're not just stuffing your face with pigs in a blanket the whole time.
That is so true. I did that the other day. I went to a party and I just ate before, so I was not just there like a crazy woman, even eating everything that crossed my eyes.
It's the truth. Oh, this is actually a bonus point. When you're at these parties, like if you do happen to go there in a pinch and you're starving, go for the low calorie food, like shrimp cocktail. Like there's no calories in it. Have an antipasta salad. Do something like that versus like try to stay away from the fried foods. Like that's where you're kind of, you're asking for it. The other thing, again, I said the excessively drinking, don't excessively drink. Don't make it all about the food. And the last thing that I wanted to say is, what are you saying to yourself all month long? Everywhere I go, all I hear is, oh my goodness, I'm going to put on weight this month. Oh my goodness, the holiday season, I'm going to put on weight. I'm going to put on weight. I'm going to put on weight. Of course you're going to put on weight. You've been chasing for like 2 months.
I wish you were chanting that properly. I am not putting on weight. Yeah, I know. That is so true. I am so guilty of all of those ones you're saying.
So stop it. There's no reason why you need to put on weight this month. None at all. So yeah. That's my part.
Great. I love it. I love it. And then going back to the outfits together, remember, I want you to be having fun. Getting dressed in the morning is fun. Be creative. This is a creative area of your life. And this is the most simple, yet more powerful, and the formula I have used for the last 8 years to teach my clients to make outfits. And obviously in the program, we're going to be going in so much more depth on this. But so you take something away from today and you learn and go into it. So pick a basic a piece. It can be their jeans, a pencil skirt, or a top. Then add one interesting piece, interest piece. It can be color, pattern, texture, or a shiny object. Then add a layer. It can be a jacket, a cardigan, a belt, or a bag. And finish it with some accessories. Oh my God, accessories are the best thing. And if you're not into accessories, after you do the course, you're going to be a lover because you're going to understand how this works. So this is an example to use this formula. And I'm going to explain each of the 5 outfits in a very simple way, but it will illustrate the point very simply. So I have picked something very normal and easy to everyone can relate, a pair of jeans with a white blouse. So on the first outfit, we have the basic piece that are the jeans. There's no interesting piece there. There's no color, there's no pattern, there's no texture. So we are missing an element. There's no layer. Ah, well, the layer is the bag. And then there's no many accessories. So what I will, even though I like the outfit, I will put it more into the plain side. So if you want to add something to make it completely finished, because the key to having an outfit that you love is to have completely finished outfits, I will add a statement pair of earrings, ring, or a bright lipstick. That's all you have to do to finish that outfit. Then on the second picture, we have the basic piece that are the jeans. We have the interest piece. There's nothing, no interest piece again. The layer will be the bag again, and then again we don't have jewelry. So we have the belt. So I'm gonna give it an extra point because it has the belt. So the belt and being a different color to the bag adds a little bit of extra, and she's wearing a red lipstick. So this outfit, then again, I'll give it a 90% there. Then number 3 is a little bit more on the bold side. It's got the basic piece that are the jeans, then we add the interest piece that is the pattern of the top, then the layer will be the back, and the accessories can be those bracelets and the necklace she has. So as you can see, the more pieces you have, the outfit starts looking more busy. And this outfit, in fact, even though I like bold, is quite busy for me, even though she's keeping it to color neutral for shoes, a white bag, top, and necklace, just because she's doing all the elements on this formula. And then on the 4th one, we have the basic is the jeans, and we have pretty much the shoes as a layer, and that's it. So then again, I don't have anything against that. I will add some extra element to complete the outfit formula. And the last one for me is a perfect one. Basic jean with an interest piece that is, in this case, the color of the shoes, a layer that can be the handbag, and the accessories. So absolutely balanced, well finished, not too busy, yet interesting enough. So remember, there is just one little thing that you can add to your outfits to make it finish and be going from good to amazing. And it doesn't take a lot of money. This is not about spending a lot of money on clothes. I am one who truly believes when you understand your colors and your styles and you have created a wardrobe that works for you, you can have the most fun. But what happens is, unfortunately, as women, we buy clothes and expect that a little fairy tale makes the outfit work for us. We're full of grays and blacks, and then we think why we are bored with our clothes. Or we are just wearing a 20% of our wardrobe, and we think why we are bored with our wardrobes. So the key here is understanding that we're going to be teaching you so much, so you feel so comfortable in your own skin that you are becoming your boldest version, and you learn how to create a style that is a true representation of who you are, not being someone else, because you can walk around your house feeling fantastic 7 days out of 7 days. You can create a life that you are meant for. You can feel more happiness and passion in bed, at work, with your kids, with your friend, and you can create a massive impact to your income when you elevate your self-worth and you become more confident. And that's why we are so excited to extend this special offer that is only available for the next 48 hours, to getting access to our amazing 8-week program for one payment of $497, or 3 comfortable payments of $197. Remember, if you pay in full, you get access to the full bonus. And this is the link.
And I just wanted to add one thing. I mean, I think, well, I'm going to talk for myself. I think I can talk for both of us. We wanted to do it at such a reasonable rate because if you've worked with us, our prices are higher for such a reasonable rate because I am sick of women playing it small. Okay.
Yes,
Zero
talk for both of us.
why you shouldn't have a body that you love. There is zero reason why you shouldn't have a man that adores you. There is zero reason why you shouldn't have the finances that you want. There is zero reason why you shouldn't have the style that you want. And most importantly, and key foundation to all of this is the self-worth. There is zero reason why you shouldn't think you're the best thing ever. And when Alba had approached me about this, I was just in love with the idea because yes, I know you want a hot body. Don't worry, I got you. I'll give you all the pieces. Um, but jumping on another fad diet or a juice cleanse is not the answer. And I know you know that's not the answer.
Or buying more clothes. It's not gonna hide that
Yes,
feeling
because it has to go
either.
together. You need to take all these things you've been learning and now piece them together. And that's what we're really going to be doing in this is piecing it all together, raising your vibration, raising your value, raising your worthiness, and all that great stuff. And I'm freaking thrilled to change the world.
We are on a mission of just empowering women one by one, and that's why we decided to put together this program to be accessible to many women and for us to have a ball sharing with all of you all we know and creating a community that supports each other so we can start 2018 kicking ass and not being at the end of the year thinking, oh God, another year I didn't just achieve my goals in terms of weight or money or happiness or finding the man. We want you to start this year in the right way and doing something just for you in a very safe environment with two women that are absolutely beyond passionate about taking you on that journey.
If you
So if
can't
this
tell.
resonates with you, yes, as you can tell. So if this resonates with you, we welcome you with our arms completely open to join us on this journey. Have a look through the page. Let us know if you have any questions. We are here for you. Take advantage of this unique special price and bonus that will be available just for the next 48 hours. After that, the price will go to full price, $9.97, which is still very, I think we think it's very accomplished, easy to accomplish, but we really wanted to thank you for joining us today and give you this special invitation because from the bottom of our heart, our passion is to help you and we're here for you.
Mhm. Cool. Same with you.
Awesome. So no, so if does anyone have any questions at all? So we pretty much managed to keep it on time, which is very exciting because we
This
both
wait,
like
that
talking.
is super exciting because my God, me and her can talk. So this is like an
Yeah.
accomplishment. I can sleep tonight.
We were organized, we were so organized and we have put so much love in creating all this for you all. So if you have any question, please make sure you type it on the box. Do know that we are very loving and caring people. This is a very safe environment. We've been working with women for a long time, so we know how tender this topic is
Mhm.
and how hard sometimes it can feel to invest in ourselves or to believe that something is going to work. But we are both, as I say, we highly professional. We love what we do, and we are here for you to guide you if you are ready to take this lead. So let us know if you have any questions, please. I don't see questions coming through. Don't be shy. We don't bite. And
So let me
remember the
tell you
Facebook
one
group.
thing about the money thing, and it's funny because when we did the 197, I'm sorry, but it's 197 and you have 197. You know that. So if you're on the fence about this and you're like, "Oh, but I don't want to spend it, but it's another $197." Do you want to feel like this again next year? Because this time next year, you're not even going to remember spending that 197. Let's be honest.
No.
But if you don't change your relationship with your body, with your self-esteem, with your value, and what it is that you think that you're bringing to the table, that you're going to remember this time next year. If the situations in your life you're not thrilled with, and you know what, maybe it is something more simple, like you just want to lose some weight, or maybe you just want to learn how to dress, but even something, I mean, I don't want to call it surface stuff, but even those more surface reasons, in my opinion, they're life changing, absolute life changing. So then if you take it down a notch and then start thinking about, well, my worthiness, and maybe I do have self-esteem, but maybe I could tweak this or that. How would my entire life transform from that simple tweak? And
That is a great point you're making. Yes, because
yeah,
yes, people say I'm confident already. Sometimes you don't realize how little confident we are in some areas.
oh, I've had
And
that.
it's just when you start I see it with my clients all the time. No, I don't think I have any problems with my confidence. I'm just gonna work on the image. And as soon as we start working, can we go back to the foundations, please? Because like sometimes you don't realize until you're there. So this program is gonna be such a great combination of the inner stuff, the self-confidence, the self-worth, and then we're going to take you through all the practicals. But I think then again, I can talk for both of us. We can assure you're going to be uncovering layers that you didn't know were there before. And that's what gets us very passionate because we both work on an external topic, but we have a very from the inside out approach that makes it very unique and special. So with that, I think we don't have any questions. So I think with that, we just wait to have you joining us and to ask us any questions. If you have any questions at all, we will be sending the replay of this webinar. And we thank you again for being with us. And we'll see you
Bye.
very soon.
So much. Bye.
Bye. Okay.